Back in the garage today. Back in the garage today. What's going on, guys? Back in the garage today, getting ready to install some, I'm gonna call it accessory power on my 2019 Honda Grom. And it's kind of funny because you guys don't even know this bike exists yet at the moment. Though you might by the time you watch this, but not when I'm recording it. Let me just show you what I got. All right, so I'm planning on installing this wiring harness because I have the new Garmin Tread 2 that I want to test. But the Grom is not pre-wired for accessories. So I went on wickedgrom.com and ordered this nice little adapter. This is going to plug into our factory wiring harness so we don't have to splice anything. And then we obviously have 2 hot cables and 2 ground cables, or 2 positives, 2 negatives, whatever you want to call them, which is going to allow us to put in some accessory power. So the instructions were less than optimal considering none were included, so I'm going to show you how to do it in this video. All right, so you only need a few tools to get this done. 10mm socket or T-handle. We may or may not need the 5mm Allen. A couple of screwdrivers, Phillips head, and then likely a pick will be helpful. Also, check out this mat from Tusk. I've been using this the last few weeks. I'll link it down below. Love it so far. All right, so step 1, well, maybe put your bike on a lift to make it a little bit easier, but we do need to remove the seat. Okay, so next up, we're gonna at least partially remove this rear right side fairing. There is a 5mm Allen here. There's a Phillips back here. I'll also show you a couple of the underbodies. Let me get these 2 removed. And then just be careful with this plastic. There are some spots that pop in and snap in that you don't want to break. And then if we take a look right here, we have another Phillips. All right, so the reason we want to loosen all this up is because then it will allow us to just kind of pop this out of place here because we need to get to this 10mm bolt right here because we're also going to take off this entire side of plastic on the bike. Also have another 10mm down here. Now moving back here, we have 2 Phillips heads that we need to pop out. This is where the smaller screwdriver comes in handy just because you don't have a whole lot of room on this bottom one. Then we're going to move up here to the tank. There's a Phillips here. We'll see how well we can zoom in here. There's another Phillips right here. Sorry, I know my head's in the way. Let's get this one out. A little bit smaller one. And then on the inside of the plastic, I'm just gonna put up a screenshot of a photo because I don't know how to get the camera in there. But in any event, there are a couple of these little plastic push-in tabs. You're just gonna push in on the middle of it and pull these out. And then we're going to get our 5mm Allen back out. Undo these. And then I believe we should have everything undone. And then when you're taking this off, I'll show you, but there's a plastic piece that drops down in here. So you just want to watch. Where is it? This piece right here clips down into here, so you don't just want to rip it off. When you take this thing off, you want to pick it up and get it disengaged from there. All right, so I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I want accessory power. And what that means is, it's not hardwired to the battery. I'm only going to get power when I turn the key on. That's what I want in this case. Now, if you want it hardwired, you're going to have to do something different. You can also just run leads directly to the battery like you would for a battery tender or something like that. I want mine so only when the switch is on. So let me show you how to tap into the factory wiring harness. And the best part is, like I said at the beginning, we don't have to splice anything or cut anything. Okay, so over here, this is the plug we want. All we're going to do is unplug this and then plug our adapter right in. So the nice thing about this is, again, sound like a broken record, we don't have to splice anything, but if we ever want to return this bike back to full factory, we can. So we're just going to take our little pick, lift up, pull. Oops. There we go, got it unplugged. Now we're going to take our adapter from Wicked Grom. We're going to plug in here. Make sure you hear it click. And then we're going to plug in here. It is a little tight. It's a little bike. All right, so this is all plugged in. Now what we want to do is test this to make sure this actually is the right spot. So I know this is the right spot, but I want to show you guys how to test it if you're ever doing this on another bike. Okay, so with my voltmeter here, I'm going to take red to red, or positive to positive, and black to black, ground to ground, and it should stay exactly what it is, 0. Until, when we flip the switch on, we ought to be around 12 volts. Let's just make sure. Pretty damn close. That just means now we have power to this accessory, so we know we're in the right spot, and we know if we plug into these, we will have accessory power moving forward. All right, so if all you guys want to know how to do is hook that up and how to get to it so you have accessory power and now you want to wire up whatever it is you want to wire up, you can skip forward in the timestamp and just learn how to reassemble the bike, which is really just the reverse process. However, I'm going to get mine set up so I can actually run the cabling and everything for the Garmin GPS, so we're going to hop back over to the bench and work on that next. All right, so first things first, we are going to put an inline fuse in here just for a little bit of added protection, and it did come in the kit from Garmin. I'm just going to use this little crimp coupler. Good connection. Okay, so change of plans. I hate these things and trying to get them crimped on. So we are going to go over to these other ones and go ahead and get ourselves some male ends crimped on here. Get another male crimped on to our ground. Obviously we got some stuff we got to do to the bike now since I'm switching this up, but that's okay. All right, so that our ends match up, first off, I'm just going to cut a little bit of that shrink wrap there, and then we're just going to cut these off as close to the end as we possibly can. We're going to get a razor blade and just cut this down a little bit, give us a little bit more room. Okay, now we just need to splice these, or not splice them, but strip the wires. And now we're just going to crimp on our female ends. Let's take a look here. Got everything wired up. Obviously you got the plug here. I pulled this piece off and popped it back in. We took all the excess cables, zip tied it off. We've got it running up here through the plastic, up around. Got it zip tied onto the handlebar, and here's what our GPS mount looks like. Probably not going to be the final product, but it's some RAM stuff I had sitting around, and as you can see, it does power on with the switch on. All right, so the last thing we have to do is put the plastic back on the bike. So let's get that done, and then I'm gonna ride this thing. All right, so just a reminder on this, we do have this plastic tab that's gonna go down here and this rubber grommet. We get that lined up. Everything else kind of takes care of itself. Well, there's probably no exact order. I am gonna start up top here with the small Phillips. Next up, I'm gonna grab these two little plastic things, go ahead and get this out. And then what I like to do is get the female end in first, and then take the male end. Here, snap into place. Same thing up here on this one. Then we're gonna come down here on the side with our 2.5mm Allens. Don't over tighten these. It's just going into plastic. I should say that for all these things. Just don't over tighten them. You don't want to break anything. Snug is good. Next up, we're gonna come up here with the Phillips. We have one 10mm that goes in down here, and the other one goes in up top here. Remember down here with the small Phillips, get this lined up. 1, 2. Now we can work on this upper fairing. So something on this upper fairing, we're just gonna pull this around. There is you see this rubber grommet right here. It's a little hard to see. There's a plastic tip that goes in there. We're gonna grab our bigger Phillips. It goes in right here. Next we'll grab our 5mm Allen. Threads in right here. And last but not least, we have one more Phillips that goes in right here. Last but not least, we just have to put the seat on. I didn't record putting the seat on because I haven't figured that out yet, though this time it was first try. You'll just have to believe me. So anyway, guys, that is how you install some accessory power to one of these Honda Groms. I believe that harness works for the originals back in 2014 all the way up to 2020. It may be a little bit different for the 2021s on, but be sure to check out wickedgrom.com for something like that. And look for a review in the coming weeks on that Garmin Tread 2. I'm going to be flip-flopping it back and forth from the Grom and and likely the 1290, testing it out over the next few weeks. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, consider that subscribe button, because if you like motorcycles, well, this is the place to be. Be sure to check out the description below for links to anything I used in here. And as always, I'll talk to you again soon.